What's up, y'all? It's me, Tara J, back again with another one as usual. And today I am coming to you to show you guys how to make body butter, body and hair butter. You can put it on your skin and you can put it on your face, your hair, everything like that. As you can see, I made this about 3 days ago, and I've been putting it on my hair like every night. I retwist my twist, and my hair has been curly. Like, the curls that come out is like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I did make 3, but my crazy cousin, she stole one. So now I got 2, and it's great. Like, my guy uses it. He used it one time. He put it on his skin, and I guess it made him too soft or whatever. Excuse me. It made him too soft, so he didn't want to feel like a baby's bottom. But I enjoy myself being soft. It's just perfect. Like, I really like this a lot. However, I am going to be showing you the pros and cons of making body butter. The truth, the root of it, how messy it is, how slippery and slimy it is. And I did add aloe vera plant to it as well. So if you guys like that, that is a great ingredient. So let's get to it. So the things you would need for this project is shea butter. Most people use 100% raw natural the shea butter that's Ivy, but this was at my low-key beauty supply, so whatever. I also have cocoa butter. Most people do the raw one. Same difference. This is just for my scent. It's the strawberry oil scent, just for it to smell strawberry, whichever your preference on what you want to smell like. And these are my oils. Olive oil is of course great for the body and hair. And then I have sweet almond oil, which is perfect for softening and amazing hair growth. Of course, you need containers. And then, of course, another container. I actually needed 3 containers, but whatevs. And my aloe vera plant, a very fresh one. And, of course, the blender. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'll show you all the perks of making body butter and the messiness as well. So now I'm going to begin cutting my aloe vera plant. This tends to take a really long time, but the process of it will be worth it. So just cut the sides off of it. It makes it so much easier. The 2 sides, and then the top and the bottom, and then you'll get the gel out of it. You do need a container on the side to make sure your gel is able to go into it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that really quickly because the process is lasting much longer than I expected. So yeah, be back, guys. So I actually ended up finishing the whole entire aloe vera plant, but unfortunately my camera battery died in the process of me trying to finish this whole entire video, which kind of sucks. So yeah, you don't necessarily see me do the whole entire plant, but I did it, guys. No worries. Now what we're gonna do is take our cocoa butter bar and just chop it up into pieces just so it can melt faster or whip a little faster, whichever kind of word that you want to use. It is a little struggle to cut this, so make sure you guys have a really great knife. I didn't use all the pieces until like towards the end, and that's something that I kind of regret. I should have just like blended the whole entire bar when I sliced the whole entire thing, but first time for everything, right? So now that we have our cocoa butter all chopped up, the pieces that we need, we're going to get our shea butter and begin to blend that up. As you can see, it's kind of a struggle opening that. I should have already had it open before I started the video, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop a few pieces into the blender cutter, processed food processor, whichever one you would prefer to call it. I thought I was going to use a few pieces, but actually I did end up using the whole entire bucket jar because it just didn't seem like it was enough to fill both of my two containers. So I began to blend that up until it came a little whipped, not all the way whipped, because I do want to still add the cocoa butter and oils in with it. So let's begin to blend it. Add your olive oil, well, all of your oils. See, look at that. I'm just a trip. I should have had all of this open and ready, so when I started the video, I wouldn't have to do any of this stuff. But that's me, typical Tyra J for you. Now I'm adding the oil. I didn't really measure anything like that just because I don't know. I just like things to be oily. I want to be shiny, but I know that I don't want it to be that oily, so I'm not going to put that much oil in it. So it's hard to say how much oil you need. It's pretty much your preference. So I have started to blend the shea butter up so it can just get mashed up. As see, it doesn't look like it's anything in there at all, which is why I decided to add the rest of the shea butter into it because it just wasn't enough. So of course, now that I have added more shea butter into the processor, I do have to add more oil as well just so it can blend in better together. So let's blend that up some more. As you can see, I have shea butter all over my hand because this process is messy. I guess you should use a spoon. That may be best for you, but I use my hands. So the truth about using your hands when making body butter, it's messy and messy and messier. So now that it's blended up a little bit, as you can see, it does look like it's whipped. I am going to add the cocoa butter in with it. Here's the thing with cocoa butter. It was hard as heck to have this melted down. As you can see, I am adding some more cocoa butter into it just to get that more of a white color because with shea butter, the yellow, it does tend to stain. So the cocoa butter will mellow it out just a tad bit. It probably will have still a yellow tint to it, but it wouldn't be as yellow as it was without the cocoa butter added to it. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and add the sweet almond oil into it. It does give it more of a fluffier feel, and it's fantastic for hair growth and softening your skin and your hair as well. I absolutely love sweet almond oil. I literally put it on everything. And as you can see here, the processor has cut it up and blended it. Let's see how it looks on my hands. It does make my hands shiny. Ooh, that's nice. That's what it will look like. It's like a lotion, but kind of oil-based lotion, more than like Jergens or something like that. The cocoa butter still hasn't blended in properly like I would like it to. It's like a struggle. So before it does blend in, I'm going to go ahead and add the aloe vera plant to it. I'm not going to add a lot because I don't need that much. I'm just going to save the rest for like a wash day. Maybe rinse my hair with it, have my guy rinse his hair with it, whatever the case may be. And add some more of my favorite aloe vera oil. I mean, not aloe vera oil, almond oil and olive oil. Yeah, so let's go ahead and blend that up again a little bit more. I think I may have blended this a lot this entire process, but that's because of the cocoa butter. As you can see now, the cocoa butter is finally blending together with the shea butter. You see how it's turning white now. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix it together and get it all off of the edges. It's really milky. Well, it's not really that milky, but I'm able to stir it up. See the consistency of it? It's cool. It's like lotion now. This here piece was the struggle piece because it just did not want to blend. I did not know what the deal was with it. I had to blend it up a few times and it was just all wrong. So now that I have tried something new, such as let's put the cocoa butter on the stove. It's best to boil the water and put like a bowl inside of the water so the cocoa butter isn't actually touching the water or the heat. And it started melting somewhat. Now that I like the consistency of the cocoa butter, I am going to mix it in with all the others that I already have left over. And look at my hands. Look how messy it is. This is the truth on making body butter. I'm going to go ahead and blend it in again with the leftover body butter that I already made. And enjoy. Now it's perfect. Okay guys, that is it. That is my body butter. I plan on continuing to make this, so like when I have pop-ups and do different kind of art events, I do want to bring stuff like this and like lip exfoliating stuff just so people can purchase. It probably wouldn't be a lot or whatever, but I think it's great to have. It's like lotion, and you could use literally it for anything. So that's me guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell below so you can know every time I post a new video. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.